Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us. Hey, Charlotte County. This is Charlotte County Cop Watch. I'm out of the closet. I help fight police corruption, government corruption. And I have not been out here at CISA Web for, as you guys know, I've not made skating and ranting for a long time. I'm almost forgetting how to skate. It's been so long. I was sick. And then we were just busy. And of course we have so many stories that came out since the last time. It's not even funny. You're like, wow, where do I start? Since last time, I think, I don't believe I told you a story about somebody sent us an email. Bonnie Buckalow was a Wingo cop, and she took a test to become a sergeant or some bull crap like that. And sexist pig Jason Kasey changed the rules so somebody with a lesser score could get the job. She sued, won $100,000. They were going to bury that story. Somebody sent it to us. We broke the story. Then everybody else did the story. But the story actually gets worse. And getting documents on that, we found out before that happened, she was dating this giant police state Nazi. We think his name is Eric Wyden from Sarasota County. He was a sheriff deputy. And they were supposed to get married. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, he called it all off. And so, you know, in the breakup, it was bad. You already know cops are bad. And you know, they threaten each other. And that is exactly what happened. It is mind-blowing, the documents we got. Because I first got the printed witness statement of her breakup. Because basically, they both called the cops on each other. Actually, she mainly did. And I guess this all happened in Manatee and or Sarasota County, whatever. And so since he was a Sarasota sheriff deputy and they're in the area, he kind of like pushed her off the porch. She possibly fell 6 feet. So she was damaged, she was bruised, all this crap. So when she called the sheriff, of course, that's all of his buddies. So all of his buddies came, and they literally went in the house and talked about how they could cover it up. It's just fucking mind-blowing. So basically, it came to a standoff. They basically said, if you don't charge him, we won't charge you. And she's like, what do you mean? They go, well, we'll charge you with this bull crap. And she goes, I'll charge you with this bull crap. And they both know that they both lose their job if they do that. So it came to a weird, sick-ass truce. But it was still bad enough where she tried to go file a complaint with the with the Sarasota Sheriff Internal Investigations. And then of course that went nowhere. But in the end of her witness statement to the Charlotte County Sheriff, because they did try to get her in trouble, she had to make a statement with the Internal Affairs. And at the end of it, they said, do you have anything else that you want to add to this? And she goes, yes, I want to add to this that the Sarasota deputy that I dated, almost married, said that he wanted to kill his ex-wife. That is fucking nuts, man. You know, I had people yesterday telling me everybody wants to kill her. Really? Bullshit. I know they're pissed, but they don't actually talk about it and trying to get it done. So that's really fucked up. She also stated in there too that he illegally beat the living shit out of multiple people illegally. She literally added that all in at the end of the witness statement. It's really bad. So if you guys get a chance, go to Charlotte County Cop Watch. It's on the page. And yeah, man, it's sad. And then I posted that story on Sarasota Sheriff LEOAFFAIRS chat room page, and it's already making comments. In fact, people are telling me more crap related to this story. It's just, it's so corrupt here. It's just mind-blowing, man. Really, really bad. So, then, you know, there's more. There's stories after stories. It's unbelievable. So also, since I talked to you guys last, another story. 2 weeks ago, more than 2 weeks ago, we had some psychotic neighbors, Republicans, hardcore Trump supporters. They have a tree in their front yard painted with the Trump letters on it. And they're Charlotte County Sheriff Bill PRUMMELL supporters. We know that because in 2016, when he was running, we got video of him at the Republican building where the Republicans hang out and have their office. He was there talking to them. So we know that they're connected, they love each other, all that bullshit. So this guy has been harassing us for a long time. He knows who I am, he knows what I do. And so far in the past, he is, about a year ago, he drove by when we got home one time, literally stopped the car right as we got out of the house, out of the car, and said, "Don't record me." I said, "Don't drive by," because as some of you know, we got 17 cameras around the house because of the bad neighborhood and the corrupt cops. And then he drove off because we actually have multiple YouTube channels for the neighborhood. It's really fucked up neighborhood, very corrupt. Another way to tell it's very corrupt too is a lot of government workers in there, and we know they're corrupt because they get pay benefits and retirement. They're unrealistic, they know it, and that's they're stealing from the taxpayer to pay it. And then what else? Oh, so anyways, a while after that, in October, yes, as you've seen there, that's another reason why I got to wear the body camera in the park. We got some fucking bike Nazis here that have literally pushed me off the road. I like facing the traffic so I know who's going to hit me. So anyways, so in October, oh, another thing that he kept doing too is he would drive down the road and drive down the road like he's drunk and literally come on the wrong side of the road and almost hit our cameras on the side of the road. That's insane. We got tons of video of that. Then last year, during Halloween, they dressed up like mummies again, and he mooned us. I think it was 10 o'clock, 10:30 at night, right in front of our house. There's a family with kids that live right next door. We reported it then. The police got back to us right away. We wanted to charge him with indecent exposure. We wanted the cops to charge him. They would not charge him. They said I would have to testify. We said we're going to go on a 3 strike you're out rule. So we said if one more thing happens. So nothing happened for a long time. And then all of a sudden, I think he's a partial snowbird. He came back, started doing the drunk driving thing all over the road again. Almost hitting the cameras on the side of the road, wrong side of the road. And then 2 weeks ago, dressed like a mummy, 10:45 at night. We didn't have a screen for our cameras in the bedroom. We do now. I didn't know till the next morning, 10:45 at night, head to toe, completely covered with sunglasses, pushing her in a wheelchair. You know, in fact, I'll attach that to this video. It's insane. And was tipping her over into our yard, and we have no trespassing. So far we're up to stalking, harassing, trespassing, and indecent exposure. So this is where the Charlotte County Sheriff has violated law. I've said repeatedly on the channel here, we need cops, just not corrupt ones. So usually over the past 5 years, it's all different ways that you can contact the cops to get help. You can do it by phone. They just added text because that's like email. That's like a phone call also. And you can do it by email. So we've always gotten help because I got all the cameras, I send pictures, I send video. 2 weeks ago when I sent that, like I said, this is a supporter of the Bill PRUMMELL. We are wondering if Bill PRUMMELL is having him do this. And crickets, nothing. He violated law. They are supposed to respond. He did not respond. So he violated law. We also, after a week, reminded them that you violated law. Still wouldn't get back to us. And then 1 week later, a week ago, we find out somebody shot out our back window. So again, we got the pictures, we sent it an email, crickets, nobody responds. First time ever in 5 years, these two incidents. They usually call, somebody comes over, whatever. So then, finally 3 days later, Scott Clemens from Internal Investigation emails me and says, you got to call somebody. So we get a guy we've never heard of. His name is Richard Nix, and some other guy come over to the house. I was decent to them, they were decent, all the cameras are recording them. I'm recording them with the body camera. So they were decent, I was decent. So finally we get to make an official report. They were there for 45 minutes. And get to make an official, I had to swear out, oath, everything on audio, on recording of what happened with the broken window. We think it's either the bad neighbor or our stalker neighbor behind us. And then stalking with this idiot. So, a lot of people know what's going on. A lot of people know this guy. They say he's good, he's honest. We'll see. Since then, he's got my phone number, he's got my email. No phone call, no email. We have him on camera one time driving about a week ago through the neighborhood late at night. I don't know if it was to see what all my lights did at nighttime, but we got a lot of infrared lights that light up, so we don't blind everybody driving by. Infrared doesn't blind you, but it ain't blind you. And then last night we were gone, and apparently he was in the neighborhood asking everybody questions. So we missed that. He came to our door. I already sent an email saying, why the hell can't you call me or email me? Has not responded. But he went to the neighbors, asked them questions. I have no idea, couldn't hear. I think everybody's learned no talking. Because surprising, this cheap little Chinese microphone is really fucking good. But it is posted that we are recording video, so everybody knows it's legal and it's in public. Here's the sad part. Charlotte County Sheriff still doesn't have body camera, car camera, or court camera. So who knows what the fuck he did or said to them. Still under investigation, so I can't get any paperwork yet. So it's very interesting. And then yesterday, during the day, I think I got video of people casing casing a house out across the street that they're building to steal wood, because last night when I came home, I'm by myself. There's 2 people across the street getting wood. I don't know who they are. It's so damn dark. So I go in, I check my cameras. Can't see who was on camera. But then I checked the cameras earlier today. There's a bunch of new vehicles that were actually driving over there, scoping it out. Unbelievable. So that's another incident. Now we got the neighborhood going down the tube again. So that is submitted. We did go over there later, last night and today, and they had plastic covering the wood. The plastic is pulled up. They were taking wood. Expensive pre-treated wood. So that's going on. What else? I found out bad news last night. Went out to eat with a friend of ours. He was in the military, and I did not know for what. But now I know. He was in the military for Navy PSYOPs. I almost crapped my pants. I didn't know that until halfway talking to him last night. He already knows what I do. Help out with COPWATCH. And I told him stuff that's been happening lately. And especially, you know, some of you guys don't know. This could be another story you don't know about. About a month ago, my friend went to court for DUI in Cape Coral. He's an older guy, hardly drinks at all. Cape Coral's completely off the chart with the police state. I will admit one thing, they got body camera, car camera, that's good. They pulled him over. He didn't want to blow, he wanted a blood test. The guy wouldn't do it, so he did not feel safe, so he drove off for a safer place. And then he was surrounded by Cape Coral cops, and they beat him, tased him, sprayed him. He was in jail. I'm not sure if they brought a dog out, but probably I think they wanted to eat him too. But I went to his court case. They're dragging it on, man, because they wouldn't cough up the first video at the first stop. They got all the other video, you know, where they beat the crap out of him. And like I said, he's 70 years old. It's oh my God, it's sad. What was I gonna say? But the video, the first stop, they said they couldn't find it. Isn't that weird? Maybe because he's telling the truth. They finally found it. So I'll get into that. But I went to his court date, and this is what ties in with the Navy PSYOPs guy. When I went to court that day, I was in shorts, a t-shirt, I was wearing my press badge I made on my computer for COPWATCH. And they started freaking out, acting weird, because I walked in, I'm looking for a sign that says, can you record or not? Because it's a public building, you should be able to record, at least in the hallways. So I asked them that, they freaked out. And they said, oh, you gotta ask somebody. Then they saw my press pass. Then they said, you gotta fill out this paper saying who you are, who you work for, what floor you're going to. I'm like, oh my God, that was weird. Then I go up to that floor, 7th floor, and they sent an administrative lady up there to talk to me. Who are you? What do you do? Why are you here? I'm like, oh my God. Then I go into court with my buddy, and then there's a giant cop in the back, and we thought he was pointing at us, and in the middle of the court we're like talking, is he pointing at me? In the middle of the court he yells out, yes, I'm pointing at you, I'm watching you. I'm like, oh my God, what a trip. So all through court he stood there watching me like I'm gonna do something, like I have him in search, I have nothing on me. And all the lawyers have the computers out, the cell phones out, they're all texting. I'm a reporter, so I got my cell phone out telling everybody what's happening. And he came over and yelled at me, turned the phone off right in the middle of court again. I was like, shit. Then I leave and I try to do a FOIA request because I know they illegally looked me up that day. No probable cause. And they will not respond. They will not answer. Then last night I tell my friend this, and he installs signs now. And he said, I know exactly what happened. He said, when you walk in, there's a camera out front, there's a camera right inside. He said, you just got snagged with, facial recognition. I'm like, holy shit, you could actually be right. So yeah, he was correct. I think that's exactly what it was. It was facial recognition. This is a police state because of all the old farts turning this socialist fascist country. Yeah, he thinks I'm on the major hit list by the feds for it to pop up. This is what he told me. He said he's never seen anybody get harassed like that at that court, ever. So our conversation just went nuts. And then I asked him, what about the police stingray? And because the cops here are corrupt as fuck. And he said, absolutely possible. He said, what do you think I did when I was in the Navy? I had all those toys, I could get all your shit. He said, they absolutely have it here and probably are on it, and your computers are probably infected too. So that was really fucked up. Unbelievable. So yeah, yesterday was a trip, man. I don't know how the audio is going to be. It's windy as crap. It could be catching up. I don't know. A lot of you know the sheriff illegally took down the big YouTube. We got the backup channel going. But I missed the big channel. The backup channel did hit 11 million. We're at 1 million views a month. Still don't make any money. Wish I did. We got other people that are trying to start stuff now too to fight the government corruption. So it's not over, people. It's bad, and if we don't fight, it's only going to get worse. I still have not been back to CISA Web. I still need to get back there. I still bought a new gun that I need to try there and get it on video where they illegally document me. I have another idea too, where we can hand out the paperwork to the people at CISA Web at the gun range, letting them know that it's a third-degree felony to be collecting names like that. Government workers. And my idea is, don't go into the gun range where it's completely unconstitutional, but sit out by the front of the park where they get the little folder. You got to pay $3 there. Nobody's there. Hand out flyers there. So I'm still thinking about when and where I can do that. I'm digging the body camera here. This is on my sling bag, which is weighted. So as you see, it's, you know, I'm moving, so it's moving. But if you put it on your t-shirt, it's just too heavy. It brings it down. Oh, another one you guys missed. But when it's on the strap here, it's very stable. Audio's good. I forgot to tell you, a week ago I had a very rare lucky experience. Never would happen here in Punta Gorda in Charlotte County. But the Northport police are so corrupt. I know it's sad to say, it's everywhere here. That they've lost. Somebody just told me, I just found out Northport's got COPWATCH. I've met her, she's beautiful. I talked to her on the phone, seen what she does online, she's fucking awesome. Unfortunately, she's still has faith in cops even after all the cops says she's busted, which is fucked up. And that reminds me, there's another dog mall I got to tell you about there. So they're hiring a new police chief. The one that's there right now is so corrupt, they're forcing him out. So they had 4 new police chiefs that were at City Hall, and you got to ask questions. Never would that happen in the corrupt ass Punta Gorda in Charlotte County. No way. So I was shocked. I went to the meeting. I know the one of the city council members, she contacted me like a year ago and wanting to start COPWATCH there because so many people are coming to her saying that we got to hold the police accountable. So here's the whole point. Who's policing the police? You know, everybody complains the government's corrupt. Guess what? The fucking cops are the government, and that's their enforcement arm. That's literally their little military to enforce their unconstitutional military police state bullshit. And so anyways, so I got to meet her that day. I got to meet the COPWATCH lady. I got to meet one of her friends. I don't know what she used to write medical contracts, so she's not stupid. She also used to work for the government, so she knows about corrupt government. There's another lady I met there, that's who I'm talking about, who knows how to write ethics complaints. Northport used to have a lawyer there that he literally ran the damn city. And he made a crap load of money through code Nazi fees, daily running fines. The example is, 12 years ago I was going to buy a house there, really, really bad condition. Had to do a lot of fixing up. And so anyway, so I went there to buy it, and the fine was $11,000. It was a running fine for having no address on the house. The address is in the mailbox, but not the house. $11,000 fine. And I actually met Linda Yates that day, that council member that wants to get COPWATCH. And I said in the council meeting, I was going to talk about it because I was going to buy it, but then I said at the council meeting, I'm not going to buy it because this is outrageous. How do I know this is not going to stop? So, I got to go there with my press pass. Everybody was freaking out because they had this giant press pass that I made on my printer. And I got to wear my body camera. It was insane. And I got to ask them questions. It was the most fun I've had in a long time. I was decent, they were decent. I brought up topics that concern Northport. I don't just do Charlotte County, I do all of Charlotte County, Florida, and the nation, and the world. So I asked them about body camera, car camera, court camera. Everybody was fair. There's a couple that, you know, made BS reasons why not to get the cameras. It's too expensive. Yeah, getting sued's not expensive, right? Then I asked about, dogs. Oh man, wow. And I actually asked another question, I can't remember. I'm running out of gas, man. I asked about the dogs, and the reason why I asked about the dogs, Florida is like the old South. It's like we still have slave owners. And these cops and sheriffs got a shitload of dogs that are eating people. Literally eating people. And they've been sued multiple times because they literally let their dogs eat people. They would literally text each other, come get your bite, which is fucking disgusting. The UN has already stated these kind of dogs should be banned. Yeah, you can have a dog for finding a lost person. They say you need a dog for finding drugs, but that's bullshit. That's absolutely proven that drug sniffing dog, 90% of the time the hit is bullshit. Period. It's fake, set up. It's an excuse to violate your rights. So I got to ask all those questions. They were decent, I was decent. One of them did say, "Who are you? How can I find your stuff?" after I got done. I said, go for it, man. Charlotte County COPWATCH. It's online. And so I'm sure he did. I forgot to give him my business. Card. That was stupid as fuck. But okay. So getting back to the dog mall, they have another dog mall. Didn't even know about it. I found out from Northport COPWATCH, and she just sent me documents, and it's bad. I admit this guy was freaking out on drugs or something. And pepper spray sucks, but there's a lot of other non-lethal that they could have used, man. I think they should have pepper sprayed the shit out of them. I mean, my friend that I went to court with, he told me, I mean, once you get hit with that, you're done. You can't do nothing. You can't breathe. You can't see nothing. Very effective. Anyways, they tased this guy ungodly amount of times and then let the dog eat his arm. We got the video online. The dog ate the arm so much that they literally had to take a huge chunk of his arm off, and he's disabled now forever. I mean, part of his forearm is gone. He is disabled. He can't use both arms. Many jobs you need both arms. He's disabled. A lot of the forearm is gone, man. It's, oh my god, it's insane. And that's even what happened, as you guys know, with the Punta Gorda guy with Lee Cole, Punta Gorda Police. He let the fucking dog eat the guy for 2 minutes under his arm, to the point where the dog literally did eat some of them. His hospital was $135,000, and he is also permanently disabled. Come to find out, this lawyer that was on that case is on this case, Scott Weinberg, Punta Gorda. So he's doing this case too. So that was interesting. I think he got mad at me already because I said, you're going to shoot for 350 grand, right? Because that's what they got in California. All the big cities, California, New York, they're getting big money for these dog malls because it's disgusting. The most they got here in Florida so far, 75 grand. That's a joke and a slap in the face. So anyways, I hope he shoots high, hope he gets high. If he gets 350 grand, I'll frickin' take him out to eat, man. Come on. But there's just cases everywhere. And then when that Sarasota thing broke, where Bonnie Buccalow, Punta Gorda Police, was dating that Sarasota sheriff, I went to their LEOAFFAIRS chat room, and the corruption they're talking about there is just off the chart. Really bad. The sheriff cannot even get an FBI clearance. He's so corrupt. That is sad. Disgusting. Disgraceful. So, oh my God, I don't know where to go. And then our COPWATCH meetings. I think we are going to start. A lot of people, we're not going to have them in person anymore. I think we're going to have them online. A lot of people are having them online. I actually kind of agree with that because it's so corrupt here. Nobody wants to see them with me in person. I forgot, that's right, that's a whole other story I got to tell you there too. So I think we're going to do them online. You can call in. Of course, nothing's safe. NSA, CIA, FBI, they all got our crap, so whatever. But it's safer than being out there in public. So yeah, what I was just going to say is, some of you found out that I was under investigation in Collier County with the Naples Sheriff. They illegally looked me up. I said, why? Took them forever to investigate. Come to find out, I am under investigation. Because I know a guy down there, his name is Robert Harris. They beat him multiple times because he stood up for his rights. He's a constitutionalist. But anybody that believes in the Constitution they believe is a sovereign citizen. It's really fucked up. So my lawyer is his lawyer is my lawyer. We told her, she freaked out, she got pissed, but then she was happy that we told her, because now we know how they're going to fight it. We're a sovereign citizen. That's what they say. In Florida, supposedly that means you hate the cops and you want to kill them. Wow, okay. That's like saying because he's black. That's like saying because he's Jewish, Muslim. It's totally fucked up. So now we know that. And of course we found out from Lee County Court, it's probably verified because facial recognition, and they completely freaked out right away. Another one I forgot to tell you. 2 weeks ago, I get a call, and they said you got to get on 1530. It was on a Friday, Wang Radio. It was after the school shooting. That's another story. Jesus. Anyways, Bill PRUMMELL, Charlotte County Sheriff Bill PRUMMELL was on there. One of the first things he said is somebody in Charlotte County is asking too many questions. And of course, everybody knew who he was talking about. I tried to call in, they wouldn't let me call in. My friend tried to call in, they wouldn't let him call in. And then finally, my lady friend, way more mellow than all of us, she's a good cheater. She acted like she was a cop sucker. They let her in, and she made the sheriff look stupid. And she said, "So who is this group?" He goes, "I don't want to give them advertisement." And she said, "Would it be COPWATCH?" And he said, "Maybe." And they ended the phone call. Unfucking real, man. That was a thing. Okay, then like I said, it just reminded me, oh, and by the way, a lot of people that heard it, we got that audio, made it into a video. They agree he's a fucking pussy for saying shit like that. Sunshine Law in Florida, they made that law to prove Florida is not corrupt. And they're proving they are corrupt because we're using it to find their corruption. The Parkland shooting, what a nightmare. I believe it happened because of the government, because of the police and the government made it a soft target, and that's why these people are going there, because it's a soft target. Yes, very, very interesting. And you know, since then we found out the FBI didn't do their job, cops didn't do their job. Just disgraceful, man. And so yeah, that happened because of the government. We had a job later that day. Guy is 75 years old. And he was like, I went to school and I had a shotgun in the back, rifle in the back, handgun in the glove compartment. And I learned how to shoot in school. Now they're teaching everybody to be pussies, not like guns, and just to sit there and hide. And it's disgraceful, man. The way to solve this crap, quit making it a soft target. Then you don't know if somebody's got guns or not. I actually say get your kids out of school. It's an indoctrination camp. And it's America's socialist fascist now. It's so fucked up it's not even funny. Because of all these old fuckers. Fucked us over big time. So, get your kids out of school. They're getting indoctrinated, propagandized. Here in Florida, the schools were already like jails. Now they want to make them into prisons, literally. They already had 6-foot high fences with barbed wire and a cop in the school. Now, they want multiple cops, one way in, one way out, metal detectors, everything. It's insane. Unfucking real. You know, no wonder kids are stressing because they're teaching them to be freaking sheep for the wolves to slaughter. And then yet the government says, trust us, we'll keep you safe. You're not, yet they're dead because the government, the cops wouldn't go in. The one guy that was there would not go in because he was near pension. He didn't want to fuck his pension up. It's all about the money, man. Pay, benefits, and retirement that we regular people can't get because it's illegal. It's a Ponzi scheme. So it's really messed up. So the reason for all this crap is all the old retired people have fucked us young people over. Hardcore. Big time. And one way they're doing it is with Medicare. And whatever the hell the other one is. I'm having a brain fart. It talks so long. So here's how it works. They did a study. Most people come down here worth $2 million. You know, I've said it all the time. $2 million. They have $2 million. They have a house, all the toys, the cars, and they get retirement on top of that, and they get all their medical paid. We're the only country on the fucking planet where it's half socialist fascist and the other half have to pay for the socialist fascist. It's fucked up. Then what's worse, these old farts used to have freedom, and now they're giving us socialist fascism to get there. Free health care, retirement, all that shit, while we become slaves. And then they want a police state on top of it. It's really fucked up. Oh man, I don't know what else to say. It's so messed up. I think that's it, man. Anyways, that's it. County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if some, if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a, let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But, do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if you know, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. You know, 47,000 of you so far right now. You know, $1 a day. I mean, $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.